So he was an ODM horse, I think, from memory. So he's out the back. They're going to go without him. So Ollie Jack's galloped here in race 1. So he's out of play. We're set for the first. Stand by, lights on. We're underway. The Trotters are on their way here in the first, and their speed came from the inside. Irene Rose, as expected. She's a Gem, showed a bit of pace alongside, but the lead's not up for grabs. Deep out, Balmoral Hall is going forward in the Tab Silks. In between runners there is Kavici, trotting safely enough at this early part of the race. Hurricane Ed got a good run through behind the leader. Then came the Best Official midfield, about 15 away then to Horse of Course, and behind it came Dalton, who had no real gate speed, and Ollie Jack is last of all after galloping in the score-up. So down to greet the judge here, 2 to go, Irene Rose. She's looking to get back into the winner's list. She hasn't won a race for over a year, but she's out on top and she's commanding the respect at this stage of the race. So she's on top by 3 metres, second the outside Balmoral Hall. Third is Hurricane Ed. He's getting a nice run behind the tempo. And She's a Gem now gets some cover. 1 out, 1 back. As they work out to the back, the speed visually looks pretty slow here in the first. The Best Official 3 back the inside. Then came Kavici. As I said, he's doing everything right at this stage. He's worth looking at least in the run at this stage. He's back in about 4th last position if he keeps trotting. Then came Dalton. Behind it came Horse of Course. And way out the back is Ollie Jack. First quarter will be up in a moment. The lead time was in 45.8. And they trot their way off the back. It's still Irene Rose on top here. Balmoral Hall hasn't applied any pressure, so the leader's certainly getting a good time of things. Hurricane Ed is third the inside. She's a Gem 4th. Kavici follows it 5th. There's no changes to report. The Best Official 3 back the pegs. Then came Dalton for Terry Brown back on the inside. Of course, as we mentioned, it's his wife's birthday tonight, Peter. So happy birthday for Peter. Dalton back 4th last the inside. Outside of it, Horse of Course. Well back was Ollie Jack, who's last of all. Past the judge, first quarter was indeed slow, 32 seconds. And the leader is Irene Rose. She is leading the way and doing it well. Second on the outside is Balmoral Hall. Now they're homeward bound. 700 metres to go in the first on Southern Cross Finals night. The inside third, Hurricane Edge. She's a Gem pushed along. 4th the outside. 600 to go. The Best Official, Kavici, the next pair. Kavici peels 3 deep. Tries to get around She's a Gem. Now Horse of Course will follow Kavici forward. Dropping out the Best Official. Passed by Dalton. And Ollie Jack is last. Second quarter, 32-1. 64-1 the half. 400 to go. Irene Rose the inside. The outside Balmoral Hall. Kavici works into it well here. He's travelled well tonight. He hasn't galloped. He's right there to peel at the right time. Horse of Course will follow him forward. And Hurricane Ed's trying to get out. The leader Irene Rose. 30.5 third quarter. Out deep Kavici starting to launch now though. In between runners Balmoral Hall. Down the outside Horse of Course. Kavici struck the lead. The inside Hurricane Ed. Kavici and Hurricane Ed. Kavici wins the first. Hurricane Ed second. Third Horse of Course. Next in came behind them Irene Rose. Further back was Balmoral Hall. She's a Gem. And Ollie Jack beat a couple in, including Dalton and the Best Official, Kavici.